Your typical morning routine and you're on your way to work. You go to the bathroom and you just probably do a little stretch, use the bathroom, shower, all that. But then the bill came in and you're like, wow, this job is not paying me enough. I need a promotion. I need some more moolah. So you spend extra long in the bathroom putting on your social mask. You want to seem more likable to get that promotion. You want to seem more approachable to get that promotion. And all the way while you're trying to go to work, even though you don't want to, you still force yourself to put on this social act, this social mask to appear more likable. But have you ever asked yourself, why do you want to be more likable? Why do I want to become more likable? And I'm not talking in instances where you're going to get rewarded for being likable. Outside of promotions, outside of attention, or outside of business, like you're selling something. Why do you want to appear more likable? When I hear the word likability, I hear social mask. I hear people just fitting in. People are trying to fit into the conversation. People are not trying to offend. People are not trying to step on toes. So when you have this likable mask on, the only purpose it suits is to please other people. These are people pleasers. And when we chase likability rather than authenticity, we're getting further and further and further away from ourselves. And I'm not saying you have to be authentic. I am saying you have to be authentic, but I'm not saying you have to offend people with your authenticity. There's a right and wrong way of doing things, but being likable and being super agreeable can be detrimental to yourself and also just others around you. If you don't want to offend others, there's a pleasant way of laying down how you feel, or there's a pleasant way of saying no. See, what I always say, sunshine all the time creates a desert. So if you're always smiling, if you're always happy, there's people that are not going to like that as well. And that's going to be seen as fake. That's not going to seem as authentic because it's 7 o'clock in the morning. You know that coworker. You go into the office, it's 7:02 on the dot, and they walking in jolly, like they happy to be here. You getting paid 15 an hour. What you happy to be there for? You can't even say how you really feel to your manager. What you happy for? But as I said, as I put you in that predicament before, we're taught to be likable in order to receive things. But this is the wrong way of doing it. When we go with the authentic way, it may be a slower build, it may be a slower momentum. But the people that are joining that momentum, they're there to stay. They're not liking the social mask you put on because you're not wearing one. The social mask we put on, not only does it block our true feelings, how we truly think and act, but it also blocks the connections we would be able to connect with when we're authentically being ourselves. I notice when you actually speak what you feel, unfiltered, don't give a F what nobody say, it could hurt some people's toes. It could hurt some people's chests. But the people that gravitate towards you will love you for who you are. And this could probably be more relatable with some of you guys, but back on that person who's super happy in the office and you know they're not really happy to be there. They're just putting on their customer service face. They're just putting on their social mask, right? Those are the people that tend to suffer from depression, right? Comedians, a lot of them went through things and are going through things currently to get where they're at now. First one that come to mind is Robin Williams, right? Great comedian, but committed suicide. When you're used to wearing this social mask, that places expectations, unnecessary, unwanted expectations on you on a day to day. So back to that person who's always happy in the office, what if one day they came in and they were just angry? It would be like, oh wow, I never seen you angry. Some people live into this social mask. They live into the idea of them, but they don't really live them as themselves. You get what I'm saying? They live as how other people think of who they are. They just think of, oh, this is a happy person. They're always happy. It takes a lot for them to get them mad. But in reality, they're mad and depressed on the inside. But they're too scared to share it. They're too scared to share it because their social mask has been on for too long. It's almost like these physical masks. These physical masks, some people got addicted to wearing them, that they feel uncomfortable if they take it off. I know some people with social anxiety could relate to that, but our social mask is the same way. If a certain group of people perceive you as a certain way already, then it's harder to break out, to break free to who you really are. So this is why it's better to come out as yourself as the gates open rather than, turning back in the middle of the race. Like, oh, this is not me. I thought I would gain more friends, being super agreeable, saying the right things, but nah. Don't find out the hard way that being likable is not really worth it. Aim to be authentic. People will like you for being authentic, whether if they agree with you or not. But we have lost that. It becomes more difficult when you're trying to want something. This is also why it's imperative that we live in a state of abundance. Because if we're in a position where we want something, where we need to be fed, we need a promotion, we need networks, you kind of have to play the game. You have to play the game. But this is why I'm telling you guys to be on your self-improvement, self-development, where you have to feed others instead of you being fed by others. You feed other people, don't let people feed you. So when you're authentic, other people gravitate to you and feed off that energy, and it fuels them to be authentic. It fuels them to take that mask off. It's almost like a domino effect. Like your mask comes off, your mask comes off, hey, there's no more mandate. We could be who we are. The social masks are off. See, this is me. And you could talk about whatever you want. People don't know how liberating it is to not go against with what's being fed in society. You have to feed what feeds your soul. You have to feed what feeds other people in a positive way. So if you are being likable at the cost of your mental health, at the cost of a relationship with yourself, then being likable is a scam for you. Be authentic and watch how your soul family comes closer to you. So if you enjoyed this video, like, share, comment, subscribe, and until next time, you guys be well.